Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Welcome on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. Looks like everybody is having fun in the chat, and we're glad that you were here this evening to hang out with us. And as always, thank you for that. We appreciate you. 36 people watching. Can't wait to have a great show with you guys. Let me bring in my panelists this night, my friends, my family, the guys who make life wonderful. Gentlemen, hello.
Aw, we make it wonderful? That's nice.
Make it wonderful. You're my bros.
Nice.
What's going on, my friends?
Yeah, pretty good, man. How are you?
Doing good. What's going on, Chaotic Man? Long day at work?
Oh, long day of sitting at home working. It's a good life.
Good life for you, man. Some of us are jelly that you're at remote job now, but that's okay. It's all right. One of us we'll all be big time sometime at some point, right?
It's not all cracked up to be.
So you're edging yourself to 1,000, right? You were at 900 and you're still like right in that area, so we're gonna get you to 1,000 soon, right?
Countdown is on. It's like 892, I believe, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
nice.
Yeah. We got to get you to that 1,000 so you can start reaping those rewards from those commercials. So,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Michael B style.
Michael B style. There you go. Glad you're here this evening. Stock Jock, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, it's good to be here, guys. Looking forward to a great night of banter back and forth, and see what kind of shenanigans Jay comes up with tonight.
Yeah.
Me.
He always plans ahead, so I don't know. We'll figure
It's
out.
still snowing.
That's Michigan for you. It's always
It's snowing. Yes.
There you go. There you go.
there's I think we have like a pause in the snow for about 3 days of summer in like mid-July.
Good friend Gallagher guy is watching. We miss you, brother.
Yeah, we missed you.
February yet?
On the show.
He's holding steady that end of February thing, right?
Yeah,
We'll wait.
I still see him around though.
I couldn't hold out. I couldn't hold out but a week.
Yeah.
Well, just so you guys all know, by the way, since you're kind of still somewhat snowed in, we're 85 degrees here for like the next 7 days.
Yeah.
85, yeah.
North Carolina, I think it is the 60s, 70s. We're getting a little cold snap here this couple of days, but
I was a bit jealous. Producer went down. She had to travel for work, and she was just down in Cincinnati. That's not very far from us.
no.
And it was 70 degrees.
Holy
70 degrees. And we're sitting at like 15 degrees here.
wow.
10, 15 degrees. Yeah.
Y'all were the freezer of the United States.
The fridge.
Oh, they're getting an ice storm tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man. Gamer Fridge, good to see you. Didn't have a show this Monday. That was kind of throws off our week, man.
Yeah. I got sick and just a lot of stuff going on.
I understand
Family-wise.
completely, my friend.
I know you guys know my son Finner. We thought he just broke his hand, and then we found out he actually broke his arm too.
Oh man.
So when he went into surgery Friday, he broke that. I don't know what it's called, but he not only broke his hand, he broke his arm. So was dealing with that, and I came down with a 24-hour bug somehow, or just pure exhaustion. So yeah, we're just kind of I'm just in a funk this week, just trying to get everything back together. So just kind of took the time off, and just glad to see you guys and just chill with you guys. And I got a new mic, so
Yeah. Is a review coming on that too? Is there?
I did an open box. It's on. Yeah, I just did a quick open box on it. So this is actually the first time I've used it. So you guys let me know how you like it, because I'm trying to fix my mic situation. So
He did an open fridge.
I did an open fridge.
There you go.
That's a big old Bob Marley mic that you got there. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
I hope so.
Has anybody come up with a nickname for Fenner yet? Now that he's like part metal, or
He's part cyborg. He said, like, "Dad, I'm a cyborg now."
I was
Got a
trying
big
to
old
think of
metal-
like a Marvel character that he would fit, and the only one that came to mind was Iron Fist. That was the only one that came.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
Metal
you
Fenner.
know,
Metal Finner.
Metal
Oh,
Finner.
Metal Finner.
I like
Metal
it.
Fenner.
There we go.
See, that's see.
There we go.
When minds come together, we can come up with something. Metal
There we
Fenner.
go.
There you
I'll let
are.
him know. He'll probably like that one.
Yeah. And last but surely not least, our good friend G.I. Joel. Good to see you again, my friend.
Great to be here. Always enjoy hanging out with you guys.
So,
Same.
so you were sharing backstage that you got the Hummer back, and we were all excited for you. And
Yeah. It was short-lived.
it didn't last very long. So,
Yeah. I got
Any-
an H3 Hummer that I bought several years ago. I think I put about not quite 30,000 miles on it, and was still making payments when the motor blew on it. And so it was sitting on the side of the house. It was going to be like 10 grand to get it fixed, was what we originally quoted. And I was like, we didn't have the money for that. So it sat for a couple years while I planned to like pull the motor or was looking for other ways and different things. But something came up a couple months ago. We found a guy that was did work pretty reasonable and does good work. And so we arranged to get him working on it. And I got it back this week, but only had it a few days. I think I had it like less than 24 hours even, and wouldn't start up. Think we need a new fuel pump. So it's sitting in the driveway waiting to be towed back to the shop to get fuel pump. So nothing with the motor or the work that was done. It was just kind of a result of it sitting for 2 years and the gremlins that occur from sitting. So we gotta shake it out and get all that fixed. But hopefully it'll be back. It was my baby. I always wanted one since I was in high school and stuff like that. And so when I finally got it, I was super excited. But it was like losing a loved one when it died. Thinking like it was gone, and I was not sure if I was ever going to have it again. And so this last few days leading up to it, it felt like an episode of Overhauling, except I knew that it was being fixed and I had to pay for it. So it wasn't quite like an episode of Overhauling, but I could relate to like people's baby, like their dream car or something like that had been sitting in the garage and they'd always wanting it to be fixed, and now here it is and they got to drive it again. But unfortunately I only got to drive it for a few short trips, and now we got more stuff to fix, so we'll see how it goes.
We hated that happened to you, my friend. I know I was sharing the El Camino that they just come out with for 2025, and I don't know. I think I'd prefer your Hummer, Joel. So
yeah, we've been borrowing cars from my parents. They had like a little tin car, Chevy Cobalt, that we were driving around for a while, and then when my grandfather passed away last year, he left me his 96 Bronco. So been driving that around, but trying to keep it, on the road, babying it, because it's in really good shape. It was always garage kept, and so it's kind of a classic. So we were treating it with kid gloves, until we could figure out something with the Hummer, and it was looking like we were good to go, but not quite. We'll get there though.
Well,
I love our chat.
Yeah. Broncos are nice.
We weren't laughing at you, Joel. Trust me.
MG was
the other MG was on a roll.
Yeah, MG was just throwing them out there
You
like
got
he
some
normally
Jeep
does.
guys
So.
talking trash about Hummers, but those Jeep guys.
I'm used to it.
those
I got a
Jeep guys-
brother-in-law that has Jeeps.
Yeah, those
And,
Jeep guys are something else.
So, I mean,
Well,
I've
Jeep,
I've
I
had
can
to go
tell
and
that,
rescue
yeah.
him a few times. So, it is what it is. I'm accepting of all good, nice-looking, rugged off-road trucks and SUVs, not the inflated cars that SUVs have kind of become.
Yeah.
But that nice rugged look, like, I mean, the Hummer, I forgot how fun it was and how enjoyable it was to drive. That's pure early 2000s Americana right there. You get in it, it's got blind spots everywhere, like you can't see anything. And back then it was okay because it didn't matter. People just got out of your way, because it was a Hummer. You're like, better get out of the way. And like ridiculous gas mileage, like I'm driving down the road and I'm watching the gas gauge drop just as quick as the speedometer's going up. And that was just pure American SUV right there.
That might be your fuel pump issue.
Oh man.
So is it an H2 or H3?
It's an H3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the H2s are, man, I love those. Even the
The
originals.
H2s were the big ones. Yeah, they big guys with terrible gas mileage.
Yeah, I remember when they first came out, they looked more military than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a Rav and a 4Runner SR5. The 4Runner is awesome. Yeah.
I got my Ram truck. I love that thing.
I've got an F250. Of course, it sits there most of the time. I don't usually drive it very much.
F-150 here.
So.
Someday I want to get one of the new Broncos. Not a new Bronco, but gently used new Bronco.
There you go. You would figure
I think
that
it's funny.
MG would have a Mini Cooper, right? But
Yeah, I
that's not true.
would
Yeah,
have
I
thought
can see
that.
Yeah, Mini Cooper fits him.
I imagine that it has what is it, Captain Jack or whatever it is on the top of it, painted on the top of it, the British flag.
Oh, yeah, the British flag up there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's F250. There you go.
And blaring.
I did years ago.
Blaring
We knew
Oasis.
it. We knew he had a Cooper.
Blaring Oasis as he's cruising down the road. So.
Oh
Yep.
boy, stupid fat Hobbit! Imagine a Hummer running in his electric car. The son of a bitch wouldn't even.
B Kirby, by the way, I have an FJ sitting in my driveway. You might want to buy it. It's just sitting in the driveway.
Oh, they do have an electric Hummer.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's the new Hummer.
That's the new Hummer. Is it's all electric. They don't
Mhm.
have
I
another
watched.
option.
I watched a video. Guy just bought it and he took it out for a drive on like some off-road thing and broke it immediately.
Oh boy.
And he brought it back and they didn't even have parts for it.
Oh wow.
He broke the frame or something. He did something really bad. He hit a jump and just broke
19K Fox in the chat. Champagne Supernova in the sky.
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
he got that Oasis joke.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
That's a good song.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I am all glad you are here. Wanted to do a few things tonight. So first thing I wanted to talk about, I wanted to feature a YouTuber that all of us have either heard of or seen before, or may have not. That we do really well when we share fellow YouTubers out there. So I wanted to feature a YouTuber. If anybody has one that they want to, while I'm pulling this up, you're more than happy to share. Hopefully Jay won't pick the same one I picked.
Oh, I thought we had
No,
that one guy we were watching.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna share tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see here if I can get him to come up. Anyway, this guy we were watching thanks to our good friend Gallagher guy. He put it in the post, and I was just sitting at the office doing absolutely nothing today. Literally just doing absolutely nothing. And this guy was streaming. He was streaming retro games this morning. Oki Gaming. And he is at like 580. So he's working his way to 1,000. Just check him out. He was doing Galaga 3 this morning. He was playing a bunch of Galaga games.
He got good quick.
Yeah, he was doing really well. And if you donate to his channel, he'll play any game that you want to. I was trying, it's this close to getting him to play Congo Bongo. But
he wouldn't even play that, would he?
No, he kept singing like, like Congo Bongo or whatnot. He kept like repeating himself like he wanted to remember that he wanted to play it. So check him out. Good guy. He's got a guy named TL. Is that right? Jay? I think that's his name. TL. Not sure.
I think that's just the thing you write when it's got a code. So I don't know if his name is actually TL or not, but yeah, it's kind of cool how he's got it set up because he's got a buddy who reads the chat to him while he focuses on playing the game, which makes it pretty interactive. So he can talk to him and he can focus on the game. So I thought that was a really cool concept.
Yeah. Might have to take that concept sometime and try
gonna steal that. Definitely gonna steal that.
I already stole it. That was Stock Jock and I had that idea.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
So yeah, check him out. Had fun. I subbed to him today. I'm sure Jay did too.
Yep.
It was pretty cool. He streams 5 days a week. So
that's a lot.
I don't know what he does. I think he's trying to get out of working and do this full time, which all more power to him if he can make it work. So Chaotic, you got somebody you want to share?
Yeah, so I want to shout out a community member of the home arcade community. He has started a virtual pinball tournament for anybody who has the At Games 4KP. We're calling it Battle of the Streamers. It's me, Papa Brad, RetroTech X, Tomato Grass, Mad Ben Han, 404 Error, and Spartacus, and House of Hounds. So 8 of us. And we're doing like round robin tournaments against each other, and we're all each live streaming every week, playing a different table. But I wanted to shout him out because he has started something that it's like off the ground, came up with his own ideas, and has really started gaining steam in the virtual pinball community on the in the Facebook groups and everything. So just wanted to shout out his channel. He is a fantastic virtual pinball player. Like right now, our tournament this week is Fishtails, and he just posted like almost a 6 billion point score this week, playing earlier this week. So if you ever want to learn how to play any of the At Games pinball tables, he is the guy to watch because he will break down every table, what's the best way to score. And I mean, he'll stream for 3 hours easy, showing off the different tables. He does Flipper Friends every week, which is, the At Games community tables that they do, which they give away prizes and everything for the best players. But yeah, so check him out. He has a great channel.
Awesome. And that's Tomato Grass, is that right?
Yeah, Tomato Grass.
All right. Sounds great.
What
Stock Jock?
Well, I got one thing to ask, and Brian, how are you doing in the tournament?
Right now, I have 1 win and 1 loss. So
okay,
not doing too
all
bad.
right.
Fair enough.
Okay. Hold on. Hi guys, it's Stock Jock's wife, Suze again. Can someone? Oops. It's 398. Yeah, 3983, honey. 3983.
Everybody remember that code.
3-9-8-3.
It's the Hulu for Hulu. She somehow got locked out of Hulu.
Nope. There you go. There we go.
All right. Well, there we go. All right.
Thank you. Carry on.
All right. Anybody else you want to share, Stock Jock?
I love it.
Interactive television.
Okay. Yeah. So, I had one, and I think it'd be Overtime Arcade. I think we had him. You guys had him on a long time ago. For those of you who are really into maybe the real stuff, this guy probably twice a week puts out a really good videos on actually going and picking one up and picking up something that he found somewhere and then bringing it back to the house, and he does an unveiling of it. And then he proceeds to probably about 6 months later start working on that one because he's got a bunch of other ones. So, so anyway, watch it. You take it up, and if for any of the who are buying new cabs, or sorry, old cabs, these old things, he's got a lot of great information on there, and he's so helpful. I don't have a single one of them, but I've actually commented a few times, and he gets right back to you. And I think we even talked about having him on one more time, Todd, because he's such a good dude, and he's got a huge
for sure.
Yeah, he's got a huge following. Too, not a following, but a group that they'll usually get together and do a live stream once a week as well. So good guy, and super good guy. He's up there in the Virginia area, I think. So
not very
check
far
him
from
out.
me.
Check him out.
Yep. All righty. Anybody else? Joel, is there anybody you wanna shout out?
By the way, one last thing, and that is I'm glad to be able to supply everybody with free Hulu, I guess, for the next month or so. It sounds like.
you that's not how that works.
Big D Retro in the thing. Check to
I do have one, Todd. If you
go ahead. Who you want to share?
This gentleman's called D Thomas from NC.
Yep.
I guess you ever heard of him?
Yeah. He's in the Charlotte area. Watched his stuff a lot. So
yeah.
This is for Joel. I apologize. I'm gonna take this off the screen until we're ready to talk to Joel. But what's up? D Thomas from NC.
Yeah, D Thomas from MC. He does a lot of what do you call it? Megacade. He started with the Megacade, and then there you go. And then he's got these really big arcade builds and stuff like that. But he does gameplay. He'll just kind of like he's got fighting games. He'll just pick a certain genre, and he'll just stream himself playing this. But he's actually one that kind of got me into Arcade 1-Up and stuff, because he had the Megacade, but then he started getting the arcade and started building on arcade. So I've watched him for years, and his chats, he'll shout you out and stuff. And he's a really cool guy. He actually gets into it. He gets really hyper about it. It's really fun watching him. So if you guys want some gameplay, he does a lot of gameplay streams. So yeah, check him out.
I think he was let's see, was he in Chicago or Atlanta? I can't remember. I want to say he was in Atlanta for Southern Fried.
Probably Atlanta, yeah.
When did we go see Retro Ralph? Was that in Atlanta or Chicago? That was Atlanta, yeah. He was in Atlanta because he was in that group with us. So pretty cool guy. So check out D Thomas from NC. I think he lives in the Charlotte area, so he's right there on the North Carolina South Carolina line. So awesome. All right, Joel, you got somebody? Let me bring your thing back up here. Who we got?
Sure.
Wesley Treat.
Yeah, this is a guy I've been following for a while. It's not arcade related, but
hey, YouTube is YouTube, right?
Right. And looks like he's got quite a bit of followers over the past couple of years that I've been following him. I didn't realize he had grown so big, but maybe some people have heard of him, maybe they haven't. But I enjoy watching he's been putting stuff out more regularly of just recently in the past month or two, but he had slowed down for a little bit. But he's just kind of a cool guy that he's entertaining and fun to watch. And he does a lot of cool little builds and stuff like that. He's got a small shop. He's got a CNC and some 3D printers and stuff. And he does a lot of like, I found him a couple years ago. He was doing a lot of cool, like old signs and stuff like that. Like he was creating different kinds of cool signs, and but he's kind of expanded. He's got ideas for making different tools and organizers and stuff for your shop and stuff like that. But he's just fun to watch. Whether you want to build the stuff that he's making or not, he's not doing like a step-by-step, type thing. And some of the stuff's just completely ridiculous. Like he created this little tiny hot dog grill maker, spider lamp. He's just got a cool style too. A lot of this Art Deco, 60s, 50s, 60s type stuff. Does stuff with different electronics and lit signs and things. Just kind of a cool, fun channel to watch. And he's kind of got these off the wall ideas sometimes that of just products, builds that he makes just for fun. He's grown big enough, it seems, that people are sending him stuff for review and stuff, so he gets a little creative with how he's going to what he makes from some of the stuff that he gets. Definitely doesn't take it super serious and just having a good time, so it's kind of a fun guy to watch. So if you
Awesome.
want something a little different to watch, that's him. Israel Gaming too is I see he just joined the chat, but he's a guy that's up and coming, starting in the community.
Yeah,
He's got
Yep.
Been
some
watching his stuff
cool
too.
stuff coming out, different videos, and he's been making builds and painting cabs and things like that. So definitely somebody to check out if you want more content within the community. So those are my two.
Awesome. I appreciate everybody sharing some YouTubers. Always like finding new content, new things to watch, since YouTube is easy access. So, all right. Wanted to talk a little bit about Cleveland real quick. We are 200 and something days away, 226 days away. So, looking forward to Cleveland and hanging out with you guys again.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner before you know it. So tickets did go live for it. So no pressure from anybody to buy those, but just to let you know that they're out there ready to be purchased. So
is there like a early bird special, or is there pricing?
Yeah, I want to say you get a few dollars off if you buy them early. So check them out. Go to their website. I went ahead and paid for the VIP because I want that golden NES cartridge hanging from me the whole show. So
Get that bling.
you didn't even think that was funny, but that's okay.
You get that bling?
I
could
get
see
that bling.
I can see Joel wanting that. Definitely.
It might be something I may have to pick up for that. I forgot about those now that you pointed it out.
So, yeah, hope everybody can at least get your weekend passes for sure. So we're still planning and whatnot. So.
I know.
Oh, what I missed?
No, nothing. I think we all get it.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Don't put it up.
Then he says I never show off his comments. So there you go.
Right.
Don't show that one.
There you go. So I'm definitely going to Southern Fried again this year. Yet again, I hope some of you guys can come to that. No pressure at all, but I will be in Atlanta in June.
Meet us up there. Meet us down there. Wherever you are in the United States.
I don't know.
It's Atlanta. Come on. It's a hot town.
Hot Atlanta.
Yeah, hot Atlanta. There
Joel,
you go.
you still think about Midwest or no?
I was thinking about asking you about what you were thinking about.
Yeah, I was thinking
I'd
about
love for
asking
you guys
what you
to
thought
go.
about thinking about.
Because I thought about it actually today in the shop and was thinking that if we were going to think about it, we needed to probably stop thinking about it. Because especially if we wanted to take the train and we take the train in, we're probably not going to find anywhere to sleep that would be close to the train if we wait too long.
Right.
Because I think a lot of the hotels and stuff are going to end up being sold out soon, or probably might already be. I don't know. Maybe it's not that popular of a thing. I don't know.
What date is it again?
It's coming up. What is
April. Is
All
it?
right, let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Hey, if we could get some footage of what's going on there, if I can find some videos and it's really cool, you might be able to talk me into going to it.
It's
But,
watch him. Last year,
watch
PD7
Phil.
did a whole walk and talk.
Too soon for
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pull up PD7's videos. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, PD7
He's
went
in
through
there.
It's pretty big from
Yeah.
But I
it
am
really
confirmed,
was.
and I am going to GalaxyCon here in North Carolina in July. So
I don't
I
think
have 1 day of
huge-
vacation off on it, so I can maneuver it where I can get it off, but I just didn't know what we were thinking, and
as far as I know, I have it off. So
well,
it's a matter if I have money to get there. Or not.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
that would be Big D Retro is asking what the days are for the show in Cleveland. That is September 19th through the 21st. So that's I'm going to be coming in early that week and hanging out in Cleveland before you guys get there. So
Because Cleveland rocks.
because Cleveland rocks. There you go.
Pretty much.
When are you going to be there?
I'm probably going to show up. I'm probably going to start driving about Wednesday, and I'll probably be there Wednesday night. And then I think most of you guys will probably come in Thursday or Friday, depending on how you guys want to roll.
It's
So
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? Or does
Friday,
it open
Saturday,
Thursday night?
Sunday, and then I'm driving back Monday. So I'm leaving out Monday
Well,
morning.
Probably.
I
come
can
in
take
on
anybody to the
Wednesday.
hotel, or I can take anybody to the airport or whatnot.
I
See
will,
if we
I
can get
will
the-
ask my employer if they're going to be there.
Yep. Ask them.
And see,
'cause,
and see if I can work it.
There you go.
There you go.
We'll tell them we're not going to go if you can't work it. How's that?
There you go.
All right.
Well,
put
either
pressure
way,
on
we're
them.
taking him. I don't care. I don't
Either
care
way,
if he
you
hasn't
go.
I'll go
worked or
either
not.
way. If they're going, I'll work it.
Ask about Southern Fried, because weren't they at Southern Fried too, or was I mistaken?
No.
They weren't at Southern Fried,
No.
but you could
Chicago,
be the first
Chicago,
representation at Southern Fried.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. There you go.
They'll say, "Yeah, you can go, Brian. Pack up your machine too, and wheel it over there.
Just show it off.
Yeah,
Maybe
Retro
we'll
Lizard,
send you a shirt.
We haven't worked
You
that out.
can fit
yet,
into a
so.
medium, right, Brian?
That's pretty
I'm
much
bringing
what it
the-
was.
I'm bringing the wifey this time, so I think she was kind of not jealous, but she kind of wish she went to Chicago with me, but
Chicago was a
We're-
blast, wasn't it?
yeah. She goes,
Retro
I'm going
Lizard,
next time.
working on that. We're working on that. Last time we went, we set the Crown Plaza. I'm trying to work something out with Marriott this time, so we'll see. For those of us
good.
that are single dudes.
Yep. All right.
Long as if I get those pancakes again.
Oh,
S'more-
gosh,
s'more
yeah.
pancakes.
We could look into an Airbnb or something too again. But
Yeah.
maybe
We
I
figured
don't know. I'll have
maybe
to check with producer and see if we're planning on camping like we did to get last year or 2 years ago or what.
see what you guys are gonna do. We figured the families could have the Airbnb and the single oneers could stay in a hotel close by.
Well,
Kind of
it's
give
because
us
we
all
party all
room.
the time. Us single guys go out and party all the time.
Yeah, we drink all night long. And
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We got plenty of time to do it, but
Ty, we know better. You're probably going to bed before all of us.
yeah, probably so. Probably so.
We'll drink cherry wine all night.
There you go.
Yep.
Shotgun Sean, you going?
Either
We
way,
need Shotgun Sean there. He needs to be there.
God,
Either
would
way,
love
I
for him to be
think-
there.
are we gonna put a golden team midway together when we're there somewhere somehow? I think we're probably gonna put Gallagher guys together, right? We're gonna do that live.
Might as well.
That's right.
If y'all
So
want to
carrying it
elaborate
all
on that story,
Oh yeah.
Sean says he's coming to Cleveland.
He's coming?
You better be.
Better. It's like right next door to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put together his arcade,
Pack it in
couldn't
his
we?
minivan for him when he leaves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's he
And
gonna get it
XL.
home?
And
I mean,
XL.
doesn't Retro Lizard he could pick him up on the way? He would be passing right by.
Yeah.
If Retro
Mhm.
Lizard comes, he'd be traveling further than
I think-
Shotgun
Yeah.
Sean.
There you go.
Mhm.
Oh,
Awesome.
Well, plenty of time to think. Just getting the thinking about it and letting the fans know that we're definitely going to be in Cleveland this year.
Oh, I like how you said that. Fans. I like that.
Fans.
Yeah, like we have fans. That's
Yeah, like
There's-
we actually
impressive.
have people that
It's
care about.
impressive. You think that?
There's got to be like 2 or 3 probably.
Yeah.
At least, Retro Lizard. I mean, come on.
Gotham
Yep.
says he's trying to go.
Pick them
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
up, Retro.
Right.
Let's go.
Yep. Pick everybody up on the way from Buffalo
Point.
to Cleveland.
3 hours from Cleveland?
That ain't too bad.
Seems like it would
No.
be longer than that.
Yeah.
You're in New York somewhere, aren't
He's
you?
in Buffalo, which is West New York.
Okay, yeah.
Jackets
Yes.
for everyone.
Yeah.
No, not jackets for everybody.
Jackets, everyone who goes. Todd said it. You heard it.
I'm still waiting on this guy to tell me what his number is.
I'll
I
get
just
you.
can't even beat him out of it. Where's tonight's list show? Yeah. Everybody wants to know.
Well, if you really want us to, we'll come up with something on the list.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
The 20
on
arcades we would never put in.
Top retro. How about a top retro gaming magazine list?
That's gonna be a short list.
Top
isn't
list
it?
of MG's insults.
I'm 3 hours from Cleveland. Yeah. Well,
Sweet.
come and hang out with us, Cleveland. There's tons of things to do, including aside from just the gaming expo.
Yep.
There was like 2 or 3
Some good
pinball
arcades
bars.
there. Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
nice barcade, and then there was a pinball one.
And the big guys
Yeah.
aren't going to be there this year, so we're going to take over the whole.
You know
Take
what?
it all over.
I bet
So-
you they show up because we're there.
We're there. Yeah, they
Yeah,
follow us
because they're
around.
our fans.
Yeah.
Who's that guy who usually does that video production?
Oh,
Tech Buzz.
Tech Buzz.
Thank you,
Tech
Jason.
Buzz.
Thank you for gifting some Arcades Anonymous memberships. We appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Did he go this year? Did he do it this year? I don't.
I think
Who?
so. I want to say he did.
Dang, you lucky.
We were talking about this Retro Lizard because we thought maybe that we could, have the booth show off some of GI Joe's products while we were there. So we're definitely thinking about getting a booth. It's definitely on the list. So I'm just waiting for these guys to say yes or no. But it would be pretty cool to have our own space.
Do we have to
kinda-
stay there, or
Where-
could we be like
where's-
Michael B and just leave?
I would say we're that big now that the Cleveland gaming guy should give us a free booth, right?
You would think so. I keep liking all their stuff and saying, "Oh, Arcades Anonymous is going to be there," and they keep saying, "Y'all are hyped." And well, give me a free booth then.
Yeah, you gave one to Michael B. Come on. give
Yeah,
us
I mean,
one.
you just gave him one. I mean, I don't know why.
Yeah.
You just give us, I'll bring the table. I'll bring the chairs.
Yeah.
Say your name
just-
3 times
give
and
me-
to show up.
Tablecloths. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make
Yeah.
it happen. You just gotta,
Well, we just need to get them on the show one night,
yeah.
and then
that,
drop that on them
that may be what we have to do. That may be what
because
we're
none
gonna
of
have
those
to
big
do.
guys are going.
But I'd love for if GI Joe has something he really wants to show off or whatnot. I mean, it'd get a perfect opportunity for him to
Mm-hmm.
pick up some business and whatnot. So definitely an option.
I
So,
want to make like business cards or something with each of our like Arcades Anonymous on one side and then our personal channel on the other, so we can start handing those out. Because I know at Chicago, people were asking, "What's your YouTube?"
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your-"
Moat, if you
Look
go,
into
we will bring cookies for you, buddy. We'll bring cookies if you
Oh,
go.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
the banner at their booth. Who? Goofy Foot, you don't think enough kiss assing? I kiss ass all day. I can maybe get something. Come on now.
Isn't that what we do in this community?
We beg,
Oh.
right? We're beggars.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Shills, beggars,
Yeah.
ask for what we can.
whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Whatever
gentlemen.
it takes to get a sub and a click.
Yep.
Sub and a click. There you go.
No matter how much it costs.
There you go. There you go.
The zingers are flying tonight.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We feel
Oh, if you
refreshed
meet
this
me
week
at
for
the
some reason.
at the free cookies booth, no one knows who
Mhm.
you are, Todd. Yeah, they're
Mhm.
like, "Who the hell are you?" My wife likes to introduce me at places. It's like, you know who this guy is? This guy is Nerd Lounge Master. Like, who the hell are you? I don't know who the hell you are.
I heard P-Dubs does that a lot.
Yeah, who the hell are you? Oh,
You know who I am?
yeah. Do you know who I am? Oh boy.
And they're like, well, according to your shirt, it says you're Nerd Lounge Master 84, but
I don't know who the hell that is. I'm such a great promoter. If I give out stickers, there's no way people get people. No way of getting people to my channel. Yeah, go check out Brooklyn Menace too. Isn't he trying to get to 2K? I think
He should be.
he's
Hey, the
working
best-
his way
the
there.
best-
so-
Yeah.
The best home arcade
VR content.
VR content in the
Evercade.
in the
What
space.
else? II Arcade.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Guy that gives out cookies. Hey, if that's my new monologue, then I'll take it. I'll hand out cookies all day long.
yep.
Yeah, James brings his claw machine. We'll put AA stickers
Oh,
and
That would be
little
awesome.
keychains, light up keychains and stuff in it. There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. There you go.
Mhm.
I do have a little mini one.
Yeah, we could bring that too, right?
There you go,
Mhm.
Big D. Make Stock Jock cry.
That's right. There'll be one there, by the way. There'll be one there. They had one last time we were there. They had a Robotron.
There you go.
was in
Is
the,
Blade
that was
New
in
had
Wave
a
the
bunch.
Toys
right?
going? New Wave Toys, are they going?
That's a good
Well,
question.
we
They're
said
quiet.
After they find out we're going, they probably will.
They probably will be there. See if your AA discount works at the Marriott.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Well, tonight's topic, because we're 45 minutes in and we have just been completely. I want
we've
my
talked about
AA
nothing.
light. It's cool.
We talked about stuff.
We talked about stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I want the
It's a
AA
show
light.
about
It is
nothing.
cool.
what do you owe him one?
Who? Marine?
I don't know. I'm just because
No.
he says he wants one, so I didn't know if you owed him one or something.
No, I don't owe him one.
Okay. All
He
right.
is a good fan, and we do really appreciate him. Maybe I need to see if that guy will make me some more. And I can sell them
Yeah.
at cost
Yeah.
for the nation, right?
Mhm.
All right.
That's not how you make money, Todd.
Yeah, I know.
well,
Oh,
how you
boy.
make money is you sell them at a loss, but you make up for it in volume.
But bulk, yeah.
Volume. There
Because
you
you
go.
sell all of them at a loss, you make no money.
There you go.
Hey, well,
Listen-
before you move on, real quick, everybody who's gonna go to Cleveland, put a 1 in the chat. Let's see how many people. I think there's going to be a lot of people going to Cleveland. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to go to Cleveland, or
They
I'm
should
thinking
know
about
by
it.
now, right? Because it's right around the
It's-
corner. It's
it's
only
right around the corner,
260 days,
220
right?
226 days.
yeah.
Look
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Vader Cade's
Vader's
going.
going to be there.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna have to buy a big giant selfie stick so I can get everybody a
Yeah.
picture.
That's right.
Exactly.
Just get a
MG,
drone.
we know MG 0 means 1 with you. Everything is opposite with you.
I
Opposite
should have said
day.
-1.
No,
Negative
I,
one. Negative
if I was a
three.
at
gambling
that.
man, I'd say MG's not going.
Yep.
Hey man, he was
As of now.
If it ain't virtual, MG ain't gonna be there.
Mm-hmm,
I was gonna say we got him in virtual golf, so
There
Yep.
you go. There you go.
We're getting close.
we gotta have a bowling night because I just bought that bowling game.
That sounds fun. All right. A lot of ones. A lot of ones.
yeah. That's awesome.
All right. Well, tonight's topic was is it time to buy? And I think a lot of people have been talking about the unfortunate thing with Arcade 1-Up. They haven't been communicating, they haven't been talking. And I know we don't usually cover news per se, but I thought it would be interesting to kind of sit here and think about is it time to buy what you want from Arcade 1-Up? Because some people, a lot of YouTubers out there think they're spinning on the bowl, that they're fixing to go down the crapper. And I kind of just want to get you guys' thoughts and feelings. What cabs do you really want to buy now, or whatnot? But do you really think that Arcade 1-Up is done? In all honesty, do you think Arcade 1-Up is going the way of the dinosaur?
As
Anybody?
far as we know it and arcades go, probably.
You feel like that their niche is done, that they've reached their end?
I don't think we're going to see much as far as new titles or anything exciting from them. Maybe rehashes and rollouts and stuff, but it seems like they're really, for some reason, putting focus in on the game tables and stuff like that. Looked like they had a bunch of new games and stuff that rolled out not too long ago on them, and I think they're putting their efforts in other areas, the photo booths and stuff like that. And there's only so many houses that have so much room for tons of arcades, and so after that, the people that just want onesie twosie ones for their basement or whatever, they still sell those. But those ones that they're going to sell, those are the Pac-Mans and Miss Pac-Mans and things like that. So I don't think we're going to see too much more exciting from them. I don't think.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with you, Joel. I think we're going to just see some of the same old stuff regenerated, maybe into XLs for Sam's Club, or not Sam's, for Costco. I thought I heard somewhere in the news that they have already agreed to do something, another XL for them in September. But I think that they're just going to gently float away. And I think they're actually trying to do is go after a totally different audience too now. I mean, you've seen those ad shorts, which are just absolutely horrendous, by the way. But I mean, look at they're just younger group who, if you really think about it, all of our ages, that's probably happened. Probably 90% of the chat and all of us we're at a different income level. He's trying to do this stuff to 20-year-olds. I don't see they're coming out of this.
And from the beginning, I never saw it as a sustainable business model. Like to sell a cab with only 3 or 4 games on it. There's only so many. Like when they were first going, I mean, it was easy because they'd not hit. You just start picking the big ones, and those are selling. But all the big titles and stuff are kind of already out there now. Every one you roll out is not going to sell more than the last because it's not as popular. And then other people, then they're faced with the fact that they got to figure out where they're going to put it. And if my game room's already full, what am I going to get rid of in order to put it in there? Yeah. So it's just, I know everybody in the community wants XLs and full size and stuff like that, but that was kind of, I think, part of their downfall too, was going to these XLs and stuff, going bigger, people have less space. So I think that was what they were trying to explore with the Slim Katie, which I don't know. That was kind of
they tried to get thing. Cheap. They tried to get cheap. And what our burger said there is exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, right. I think that Arcade 1-Up, the concept was a good idea and it was a great couple years, and but they gotta, if they want to stay alive, they're gonna have to change some way somehow to keep us coming back buying more. You look at companies like My Arcade, that keeps coming out with new stuff and new innovations and new odds and ends and trying to expand their market share. Arcade 1 isn't doing that. They're not even talking. They're not really even communicating. Like Stock Jock said, the poor stuff that they do put out is just kind of sad. It's like you're sitting there like, really, honestly, you put this out and didn't really put any thought to it. So,
yeah, that was.
And by the way, My Arcade, it's nerdloungemanchester@gmail.com to send to request a free cab.
Yes, I want the balls of steel. Send me balls of steel. Okay, go ahead.
That was the unfortunate part about Arcade One Up, and like when they saw something wasn't that successful, their thought was, well, we need to make it cheaper,
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
it should have been, I mean, look at everybody loved their pinball table and stuff, but it didn't sell as well as they expected, and they were talking about like cheapening it up and making it cheaper. Well, look at that games. They rolled out something that we're like, all right, we're going to make something that's 3 times as expensive, but it's going to be way better. And they roll that out, and look how many people are lined up wanting to buy them. Same thing with, they were slowly progressing, making things better. They were making the countercades better. They started making them with lit marquees and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden they turn around and they do what they just did and make them with batteries and no lit marquee and, cheapening it up, and nobody wants it. And they thought, well, people just want it cheaper. That's the problem. They're not willing to pay. Well, they're willing to pay if it's quality. Same thing with the Infinity game table. I don't know how they're still banking on selling the Infinity game table. Was a great idea and concept, but they took forever rolling out UI and games and stuff like that for it. Nobody wanted to make $1,000 investment for, 25 board games that they could probably go get they could drop $100, $200 max and have all those board games. It didn't make any sense. And so their thought was, well, we need to make it cheaper and smaller. So we're going to make this smaller, Android tablet that has no battery, that you got to be tethered to a wall. And it was like, no, that's not what people wanted.
And I think Retro Lizard's right. The home arcade is still alive. We're still here wanting these products. The unfortunate thing is that Arcade One Up isn't stepping up and helping us achieve that goal.
Yeah, it is really funny how they actually created this whole niche. I mean, they're pretty much the start of it all. I mean, they got everybody hyped about it. I mean, this reason why we're all here is because of their efforts, and then they just kind of like, all right, see ya.
Yeah.
So
it was a gateway drug. It was a gateway drug.
It definitely was. I mean,
Well,
I said, I started watching D. Thomas, but he had the Mega K, these huge ones that are $7,000 and up, and I'm like, I can't afford that, But when you see a $200 cab at Walmart that you could pick up, and you're like, hey, I could do something with that, or $250 at Sam's Club. It was reasonable, and it wasn't break at the bank, and you had a real, semi-real, scaled cab, and it's just interesting that they just kind of. It just seems like they're just trying to get rid of all their inventory, because I'm looking at Best Buy and seeing what all they have. It just seems like they just have way too much inventory that it's not moving.
I think Big D right here said it well. A lot of people came to one up, and now they're looking at the real stuff because it got them interested in actually having
the gateway drug.
In their homes,
gateway drug, yeah.
And go ahead, Brian.
I was just going to say, I kind of want to piggyback off of the whole gateway drug thing, because what has happened is the community has evolved. What has happened is now you got these people in the community that have been that have become creative. You got modders, you got people who want to build their own cabs, and people that want to build cabs for other people and start selling. You created businesses, in my opinion, and I think that's one thing I'm thankful for Arcade One Up as being that gateway drug, is because now that they've kind of evolved and went the other direction and went towards game like tabletop gaming and photo booths and smaller cabinets, like cheaper cabinets. They went that direction. We want what we've been getting from Arcade One Up, but the next evolutionary step. And you see people in the community that's grown, that's adding to that. So you got Glenn, John D has moved from Arcade One Up to Media One Up, create his own company to help other companies do things. Retro Lizard's doing stuff. So you got Joel's doing stuff.
Exactly.
and
like buy stuff and Glenn
and buy stuff, yeah, and Glenn, and just you see the evolution that it's created. So if Arcade One Up wants to go a different direction and just stick with the home consumer, we've gone the other way, and we want stuff that we've been getting but better. And that's just the way I feel about it. So yeah, it's more of like an evolutionary, but that gateway drug is what started it all.
Yeah. Yep. That's well said. Well said, Brian. Oh, look at that. I just copied Israel.
Buy stuff.
buy stuff.
Buy stuff.
See if we can get them to come in. So
There it is. There's
You might have to say it 4 times now because of the tariffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we owe them a little
buy
bit more.
stuff. Buy stuff.
well, that's on
Buy
pause
stuff.
right now, so we're good.
So why do you think we're not seeing anything from Arcade One Up? Why do you think we are just getting total silence? Because we know that they put money, they got loans and investments from companies. Why do you think we're just not hearing anything from them?
Well,
Do you think they just don't want
I
to?
there it is.
Oh, there they are.
I really feel like
Now you guys are
They,
making out better on these tariffs than we are. It sounds like everybody on this panel is like, "Oh, we got to order stuff from Buy Stuff. We got to quick order stuff.
That's
from
right.
Buy Stuff." You know how many orders I got this week from people from Canada? 0. Nobody was like, "Oh, I better get my riser in before I got to pay tariffs."
Yeah.
I ordered 2 pedestals.
to say you're in Canada,
So,
you're close enough.
so yeah.
I feel like with the Arcade One Up, it feels like the adults like went off to dinner and the kids grabbed the keys and started acting like they could drive. You know, they got in the car and they don't know what they're doing, and they have no idea what they're driving, a big bus, and they have no idea where to take it, what to do with it, and because it just seems what are they giving? They're giving that photo booth, and they gave us a claw machine, and that's arcade, right? It just doesn't. And I have no idea why. Some of this stuff's cool, I guess, but I mean, the claw machine was probably their biggest hit last year, probably, right?
Next
Probably.
year,
When you start getting investors and people that your interests and who you're trying to please changes. You're not now trying to please the end consumer. Your first and foremost priority is your investors, and so if the investors aren't happy, and all of a sudden, you're tied, your hands are a bit tied too, because you may truly believe in something and think that you have this great idea that you want to launch, but if your investors aren't, sold on it and see the same vision, then, they could kill it right then and there too, so
Yeah.
I've come across it time and time again as a product developer. You design stuff all the time, and sometimes it's backed by studies and stuff like that, like all the way down to like the color that you're going to make it. And there's a reason for the color, but you show it to, an investor or, the higher up, and the higher up says, you know what? No, I don't like it orange. My favorite color is blue. Let's make it blue. And it's like, well, it doesn't work with blue, it doesn't, we know that it's not going to sell if it's blue, but you make it blue because you got to please people because otherwise it won't go. Pretty soon it slowly gets so, bastardized from the original intent and design that it's nothing that anybody wants anyways. That's the evolution of products.
Well, I think that people still want things from them if it's different. And I think that their problem is okay, I think all that money and everything they got, that was to help them stay afloat. I just said that was money to keep them like, this is a business that was struggling. I mean, big time struggling. You don't get those kind of loans unless you really, really are in trouble, because those things are just, I mean, we did one for our business once, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing for them. They're just trying to stay afloat. And so when you stay afloat, you go to the bare bones minimum, and you push out what you know is going to work. Pac-Man, okay, a claw machine, anything that a retailer will take. Well, I'm saying that's the same. Anything that a retailer will take, Costco will take. But I think that they're a company that's just trying to stay afloat right now. And I agree with, believe it or not, I'm going to agree with MG. I think Blitz killed them. I think Blitz actually blew them up.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
they
from
were riding.
what I've heard, yeah.
They were riding high on the hog. They were probably just spending money like there's no tomorrow because they had all those great years, and nobody thought that they would ever, like Joel said, would stop. But then you had a big bust, huge bust, and I bet you if we were able to sit inside and
And
be a
that's
fly on the wall.
one of those case examples, though, of people making decision. Like I think Blitz probably would have done very well if it would have been the original Blitz, right?
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
there was a lot of things with that whole case study that had problems with it, from the quick markdowns and stuff that they did, and and rolling it out with broken
online
features and stuff like that. But
that license had to be a fortune.
Yeah,
but
they thought it was going to be.
If it would have been the original idea,
it was
probably hey guys, let's do a Blitz cab, and everybody was like, yeah, I remember Blitz. Blitz,
let's do it. We don't care what it's going to cost. Let's do it.
And as they got going, they started to realize, we need to change the artwork. We kind of need to change. We can't have late hits anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty soon, one thing after another gets changed until it becomes something that nobody wants anymore.
It's still the only version of Blitz that's online. So, I mean, but online wasn't there when it launched, from what I hear. By the time we got it, everything was like what it was supposed to be, but then they were selling them for $300, $700, or $70 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was too late, I guess. And then talking to John D, I mean, I talked to him about it before, and he said he didn't think the late hits thing was a big deal. I'm like, are you kidding me? I said you're selling it to the normal guy who does all he remembers is the late hits, and you give him that game and it's not the same.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they ain't following you. They ain't following Arcade 1-Up. They didn't know.
Well, it was just those comical things and stuff like that made those games fun. Same thing with like NBA Jam and stuff.
Yeah.
You pick out like the rim catching on fire and all those ridiculous things. It just becomes a basketball game, and that you're playing on the arcade, and nobody's having fun.
Yeah, I think MG's right here. Blitz was very expensive license. They spent a lot on poor marketing because remember we had who did we have for the spokesperson for this?
Shaq.
Launched at the wrong time. We were Super Bowl instead of being an NBA game.
Just poor marketing.
It was horrible. And then they had the KI and the KI Pro debacle, which was, people were canceling their orders for KI because they wanted the KI Pro. So they just had a lot of issues. And I also think
poorly run.
They had so much internal problems. They had their CEO exiting. They had their licensing guy exiting. And we don't really. Do you know who the CEO of
no
Tastemasters is right now?
It's some woman.
It's a lady.
Yeah, some woman.
We don't
I know James will tell us.
We don't know who she is. We don't know anything about. We don't really licensing. Who is really in charge of licensing. There you go.
Well, but Todd, to be let's talk about those two people that were let go. They were let go because the business was going in the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and they couldn't.
And what do you got to do? And they couldn't save it. There's no way they could save it because first of all, everybody's bailing on them. Probably all their licenses were being bailed. The when they went over and did Blitz and KI, I bet you if you go back now, I know they probably sold decently, okay, but they probably did way too many. The 80s cabs, and of course I'm saying I'm a little more prejudiced towards 80 cabs, but the 80s cabs, I bet you if you go back and look, sold well.
Yeah.
I bet you those 80s cabs sold well. And even early 90s cabs probably sold well. So they started going outside their original focus, which was bringing retro arcades.
Nostalgia.
And then, I mean, even this thing here, it was lambasted because of what they did to
Fast
it.
and
They
Furious?
bastardized it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
The
so
thing
anyway,
The thing with Blitz too was like just the way that they rolled it out. Like they immediately fire sailed it right away, for a short period of time, and then they marked it, jacked it right back up, and people sat around, that people that didn't buy it right away sat around waiting for it to go back on sale again, because that was kind of what Arcade 1-Up did, was they'd put things on sale all the time. So, and then they sat on them for like a year at full price again before they ever put them on sale again. And I think the next time that they actually did go on sale from that one big Best Buy sale that they did right after the rollout was when you were finding them at Ollie's for $300 or whatever. That was the next time that they went on sale. People were just hanging out waiting for that sale, and we're going to sit on them and sell them at full price,
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the Fast and Furious. I wanted it, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
You can't always get what you want, Brian.
I waited
but
too
you
long.
get what you
Next
need.
Christmas there'll be another shipment.
Most guys don't care about the late hits. Only your hardcore gamer nerds. The company's finances were poorly run. Yeah, I mean,
I think that's
anybody who liked that
the
game,
late
that's the biggest thing they would remember about it. So I disagree.
Well, I didn't care about the late hits. The game was fun. It was
The
competitive.
game was fun once you played it. Yeah, actually, one of my favorite games.
The computer cheated, and it made you keep coming back for more. That's one reason why I loved it. So,
yeah, and we can argue about graphics, but they
and
spent
playing
a lot of money on
online,
that
playing
control.
online was dope too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's once they got the online working.
If-
it was definitely
To me, if John D, when because I had a conversation with John D about the same time you did, he said if we had worked it out and waited to drop that cabinet till online was ready, it would have sold so much better. We would have had so many people talking better about it than all the negativity that they got. And the KI situation, everybody knows what that problem was. You announced two different versions of the cab at once, the basic model and the holy shit package model, and nobody wanted a basic model. They wanted that holy shit package model, and it come out for a year later.
didn't they jack up the price too, and then they lowered the regular price?
It went from $499 to $699, back down to $499, and back up to $699. It was all over the place. And then when they finally brought out the Pro Cab for KI, they dropped the price of the freaking regular KI down to like $250.
Yeah, because they knew
And then nobody was going to buy the Pro for $1,000 if you can get the regular one for $250.
There you go.
Well, you could go look back to it like
Their own worst enemy.
A Time Crisis. Okay, everybody remembers the show. Okay, Michael B. hosting it like that, and says, "What do you Everybody kept saying $5.99 is what this thing's going to be, and then he have that show, and they were all. You could tell they were all shocked. Michael B. because $7.99 or whatever it was, or and then they said, "Oh, they give you $50 off," I think, but it's just.
Here's a coupon.
Wait, is it at the virtual high five?
Yeah.
Hi, whatever it was called. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, that's
Virtual
how I got my
something
Star
else,
Wars
tell you
cab.
that.
Yep. That's very true, stupid fat hobbit.
So is what's that? John D's new company, is he's taking over for Arcade 1-Up? You think?
No.
We'll see. Time will tell. I mean, a lot
Iconic
of people that are in the Arcades Anonymous Discord are super happy about the Street Fighter cabs.
Mhm.
I'm for one not. I got my big blue. I'm happy with my big blue. I'll wait till see what he does next, and then I'll determine if okay, you're the real deal.
All right. Can y'all hold down the fort? I got something to fix real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, like you said, a lot of people are pretty happy about what the Street Fighter. I mean, getting Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
the
because
newer
people have been
games.
clamoring for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good shot. They could take over if, like you said, if they can come up. I don't know. What would you them coming out? Would you be happy with?
Yeah. I just wasn't. I'm not psyched about another Street Fighter. I mean, I understand why he did it. I totally do. I think they could have come out with anything else, because how many Street Fighters do we all need?
Anything other than Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, I want to
Yeah.
take a look at.
Yeah.
Do something that Arcade 1-Up hasn't done. And I know that's risky as crap, but hopefully he gets enough pre-orders of the 2 Street Fighter cabs that where he's like, all right, let's go for it, or something like that.
Let's talk to others. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
if it was
and it's
something
not
like-
just him either. It's
Right.
I think everybody's watching this, the
Yeah.
retailers and everything, to see,
Mhm.
how I think this John D and this Iconic is going to make or break the future of big retail
Yeah.
arcade machines. Really, it could die here with John D and Iconic if this isn't successful, and just fall to the kind of the third party guys like Retro Lizard and Glenn and stuff like that, which is great. They're rolling out great stuff, but as far as big company involvement goes, like retailers, distributors, and
Black
things like
Packers.
that, I think everybody's going to be watching this real close to see how successful this does.
And they're
if
getting a
it's
lot of
not, then
yeah.
it's gonna die here with this.
Yeah.
And they're getting a lot of publicity right now too with mainstream. I think Forbes picked it up. I mean, when they were at CES, they got a lot of press. So, I mean, they got the momentum right now as far as being able to do something out of the blue. But yeah, definitely. I mean, what would you think of something like a Power Stone or something like offshoot of Fighter Cab? I mean, because it's John D. He likes the fighting stuff. So,
I mean, I wouldn't see that as a marquee game, only because I've never seen a real cab with Power Stone.
you never seen a Power Stone cab?
No. But I imagine if they could pull out some kind of like Star Wars trilogy, or even a stand-up driving cab with Crazy Taxi or Daytona. I mean,
Daytona.
Especially if you can link them together like you did with the Fast and the Furious, I think that would do really well.
And if they just do a Robotron,
Exactly.
I didn't want to say
They would be instant millionaires.
They would not.
Smash.
why are they? Don't they want to be? Doesn't anybody want to be successful? Why won't people do Robotron?
I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, Joel. I think you're.
But what
wrong.
the chat is saying about that being the first cab and being with the 6-button layout, it's easily moddable with the Raspberry Pi 5 and SD card slot. It's a great choice to get people to see what they can do in the modding thing and adding different games. I like that idea. So it's a good cab to start with. I want to see if they're able to do special cabs with special controls, special setups, and that authentic artwork and stuff like that. I would like to see what they can do, because that's just that's the stuff I'm looking for.
If they could get like a Thunder cab with all the Thunder games on there, something
The
along
Hydro
that.
Thunder.
Hydro,
Okay.
off road.
Okay.
There's, any of those. I mean, you could. I just got the PlayStation 2 pack, and it had all the Thunder games on there. I'm like, this would make an awesome cab if you could have 2 or 3 of the Thunder racing games on there. Even if it doesn't have the throttle, it just uses the gas pedal. I think that would be a seller.
Yeah.
I mean, I do Robotron, but I'm
I'm not one for the limelight. I couldn't handle the publicity and the fame and stuff. Plus, I really don't like money. So I'd rather save it and let somebody else.
Instant millionaire, Joel. Instant millionaire. Put it out.
I like just kind of scraping by and not knowing how, what I'm going to do and, where I'm going to pay my bills and stuff. So
What about those
You're right, B. Kirby, by the way.
what was those we talked about last week, those imagining of like the old ones.
the recharged,
Recharge. We make a 3/4 scale recharge versions of.
they had a couple of those at Pinball Expo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean like a 3/4 scale. If they
I
could
mean,
get
they-
that license.
Hey, they just announced, was it Brick Breaker recharged a couple days ago?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
I mean, it's not the
you
old,
would that would be a great opportunity. You would think with Arcade 1-Up already, they have the cab, they have the relationship with Atari.
Mhm.
You would think that those would be things that would be in the works and rolling out, but I don't think so.
Sorry about that. What did I miss?
Oh, we just continue.
Just,
just talking
no,
about
we
that
hadn't
kind of
said
thing.
anything until you got back. It was just one long awkward silence.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was glorious.
It was basically a Robotron will make you $1 million if you do it.
Oh, there you go.
We're just determining if Iconic Arcade's going to be the one that's going to.
We
What they're gonna
summoned
put
John
out.
D and said we want a Congo Bongo.
Yep.
And what did he say? Absolutely.
Laugh.
I think he left immediately. He left the chat
I think he
immediately.
jumped
Just,
his,
just like the Magic 8 Ball, you can't see what he said.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
wow. So
Not
you think
possible.
Iconic's going to hope you washed your hands, Todd? I didn't go to the bathroom, dude.
What up?
Long and Low, thank you for the 1999 super chat. John's partnership, I think, is smart, especially with the Lenovo being the parent company.
Oh, I didn't
Street
know that.
Fighter is a safe choice, especially being Springtail is
Yeah.
excited about limited cabinets. Also, we're going to see great things coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope he's right. I really, really hope he's right.
I do too. I really hope that. I know I pre-ordered mine, and I'm pretty happy. I can't wait to see
Of course you did.
what's going to
Novo,
happen.
baby.
So,
Todd, you would have pre-ordered Mappy. I mean,
I
you would have
would've.
pre-ordered anything from that came out. I mean,
so thank
No,
you, Long and Low. We appreciate you
Yeah.
doing that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Stupid fat hobbit. I would say no. I believe that this community is a lot smaller than that. I think there's only about 300 people in this community ish.
I say active YouTube.
active
Members, yeah.
YouTube, yeah. I agree.
Active in YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah, about 300
Yeah.
people in the home arcade community.
Panel of all group makes arcade consumers want and competitive pricing.
Yeah, it's funny. We all made fun of like that golden tea, or why would all these companies making golden tea? But you go outside our little bubble, people really like golden tea. I was talking to the tax guy, and he was just like, "Yeah, I seen they were having a golden tea somewhere, and they were just talking about golden tea." I was like, "Wow, this game is pretty popular outside our little bubble." So I mean, I thought that might have been a good thing for Arcade 1-Up, but I don't know. They're still clearancing them out of Costco, and you guys got them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Paul
not
says
counting.
there's-
I'm not counting YouTube streamers. I'm talking about like people
in the
that are
that watch
active in-
YouTube.
active community members.
active community members. Yeah.
I mean, look at someone
And
like
there might be
Phil.
45,000 active members on the Reddit, but those might not be community members either. Those are single one of users that have one in their basement.
I have one Pac-Man. What can I do with it?
No.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I want to mod it. I want to mod it like crazy.
Yeah.
My screen's going out. Help me.
I mean,
Yeah,
how many people? What? P-Dubs has got 18,000 subs. Is that right, or is it closer to 20 now? I haven't even looked
What?
recently.
Then what? Michael B's 30?
Yeah, 30
Two, I
plus. But you guys,
How many views is?
Yeah, how many views does he
How many
have?
views does
And
he
then
have?
how many actual
Yeah.
ones weren't there from the Nintendo days.
Well, there's some people who are getting 1 million views. You never know. You know.
You never know.
That's also the difference, though. Yeah, the people that have lives that are actively out there buying, yeah, they're actively out there buying, and they have lives, yes, but those aren't the diehard ones that want like Robotron either.
Yeah,
you just shoot me down here, Joel. I mean, every time you say things like
just saying.
right to the heart.
Like
I mean, I'm a 64-year-old guy. Come on.
I don't think all
things like
45,000 of the people on Reddit are screaming that they want a Robotron.
I'm going in there right after this and putting a poll
we're
up.
talking about the diehard community here that is looking for some of these obscure cabs, you know. So
our community is starving right now, so they go for anything right now.
I think that part is probably very true, Jay.
Yeah.
there still are a few titles probably that are hanging out there that, you know, a large vast majority of people that aren't in the home arcade community and building arcades in their basement and that, you know, just want something that was, you know, nostalgic from their youth or whatever, you know, like the Daytonas and stuff like that they could roll out. But we're just going off of one of the comments of, you know, of just why can't we do 3,000, you know, order from the community or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
I think it's difficult for. I think there's still tons that they could or not tons, but you know, there's still, you know, a half a dozen titles out there that Arcade 1UP could probably release to the mass majority, and people would buy them and stuff. But
yeah, I think the reason why, because if you go to Best Buy right now and look at their inventory, I guarantee they're not making these machines right now. These are all old stock.
That's inventory.
This is inventory, old stock they haven't got rid of. So, yeah, this is probably the reason why they're not making anymore.
Pretty on the prices, though.
Yeah, and look, that Pong thing went up back to 600.
and if you're banking on like half of those 7 or 8 being on the panel, then your numbers got to go down a lot. There's only like 2 on the panel that want a Robotron. Knock Jock and I don't know who else.
Well, that should be hard to find
Todd,
out.
because Todd buys everything. Yeah,
Todd
would want it, maybe.
Yeah, Todd default Todd. Brian, you want a Robotron?
Hell yeah, I want a Robotron. That game's dope.
Yes. Who doesn't want a Robotron?
I want that
Joel.
Saturn.
I told you. If I could have my dream cab of twin stick arcades, it would be Robotron, Smash TV, Total Carnage, and Xeno Crisis.
Tony,
Kirby said it's
you
actually
have Tempest. What else could you want?
MG said I don't, and then James States Everything says I don't. But so
well, you two guys are losers too. Okay,
50-50 market right here. Marine 50 says he wants one. So
Right.
probably the
We're
three
up to,
cabs that
we're
you
up to
probably
almost
want.
that 7 or 8.
there you go.
And the one cab
There's-
everybody would want is that Fast and Furious. They can't keep it in stock.
well,
I think they should make 200 more of those. I bet they would be gone in about a month or two.
I'm not going to argue with you. I think you're right.
they probably at least have 199 left.
Do you still think they're making these? I mean, the Fast and Furious.
I don't know. I mean, they ordered more a couple months ago. So
Did they order them, or was it just like?
No, they ordered them
Back
because we had the shipment, the overseas shipment from them. So,
All right, back from another $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Long and Low. If you go to the Arcade 1UP's website, they've lost a ton of licenses. They don't have very much available, other than WB and Namco for the most part. So
yeah, I don't even know if they still have Raw Thrills or not. Which I think that is WB. I think it falls under WB.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame that that they lost so many licenses as well. So thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
Well, they owed Atari a shitload of money, and that's one reason why they had to take that loan out, that $20 million loan to help pay for Atari.
And now they lost Atari because of
And
it too, right?
they end up losing Atari. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It's a shame. Yeah, they've lost so many employees. I mean, they're teetering, unfortunately.
I mean,
Was
they're
unhappy.
hiring people out or straight out of college now instead of
Mhm.
having anybody that has experience in this kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But you got Target, you got what Shop Hippo is still stocked
Yeah.
with these.
Wayfair.
Best Buy,
Still,
Walmart, Wayfair,
they're still stocked
Amazon.
with all this.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
Well,
I'm thinking, is this all old inventory that they're just?
it's old
fixing
inventory,
some-
and what they're doing is they're like thinking like, we'll just hang on to this stuff. We sell one or two of these cabs a week. We'll finally get rid of them at $649,
mhm.
you know, or whatever it is. I think the Joust is still at Wayfair, and it's like
449.
449.
Oh yeah, Wayfair, yeah, 492.
Yeah, 492 for a Joust. And all they're trying to do is like, okay, well, one person buys it, then another one buys it. We'll get them rid of them slowly but surely.
One Up is only in business until the last few licenses expire. Then, as always, the plan, they went into debt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
And they
that's
can't
the
get a
reason
bad
why-
news or nothing.
That's the reason why you got the unlicensed claw machine and the unlicensed photo booth and the infinity game table.
Well, that's
Yep.
the problem too. Like Paul said there, all these 70s, 80s games that can run on anything. It can run on a calculator, basically.
How's that a booth?
You got piles of them. The market's saturated with them. We're not getting anything new like some of the Naomi era stuff, like you said. And we're seeing that it's the same evolution we saw with the II Arcade, right? I mean, towards the end there, they were just rolling stuff out that could run on a paperclip and a rubber band.
Here's some Coleco games.
Because it was just cheap licenses that they could get, and they were just trying to, anything that they could get to survive another week.
Yeah. Here you got Wheel of Fortune. Why this one hasn't been clinched out and gone for a while, I still don't understand.
That should
And the
be
thing
one
about
number
it
one.
too, from what I hear, people who actually had it actually enjoyed it. So it's
except that it always had to be connected to the internet. Aside from that,
well, I guess there's like a daily puzzle. That's
yeah.
the reason why they did that, which is a cool concept, I think.
Yep.
But how long is that supported?
Yeah.
Well, are we all going to do reviews on Golden Tee Midways?
They're drowned in it.
Might as well.
Might as well.
You know,
RK One Up is back, baby.
It's back.
It's all XLs all the time.
Let's go.
Stock Truck's going to be the first one. Stock Truck's going to be the first one.
Actually, wait a minute. I just thought I've got 3 extra ones in my car. The first people who send me $400.
Ouch.
He did you guys dirty.
Ouch.
Not really, if they haven't paid for them yet.
That's true.
That's right. I haven't received a dime yet from.
That's what Stock Jack goes. Well, Arcade
My exact words to
can
you
do it.
were,
I'll just
how
sit
do
on
I
them
send
until
you
they
money?
jack 'em up.
I only get paid once a month.
Look at that. Oh, what's this code I got here to get money from Todd?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Can you order this?
You
stuff?
should already have my bank account. I mean, it should already be linked to you.
Everybody's
Well,
got
you
your
can't
bank
even buy
account,
it.
Todd.
Everybody's got their credit card stored,
Mm-hmm.
You can't even buy
especially
it.
my arcade.
Jeez.
Way to have individual thinking, you guys. Well, we all. I
Mhm.
mean, we couldn't turn down the deal. It's a $200 cab.
And
It'll
well,
be my
Steve,
first-
that's
it'll
the
be my
only
first
reason you wanted
XL.
it, right? That's the only reason you wanted it because it was $200.
I
You're
wanted
like,
it.
It's $200.
on that.
And I sold my original Golden Tee, and I have been missing my Golden Tee, believe it or not. So
I'm interested in the
I've never
bowling
owned one.
game.
I didn't get one because I got my root beer tapper.
yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And that
I'm
thing's gorgeous.
Considering that Walmart deal for 225.
Oh, James.
Oh, dinner was really delicious tonight. Thanks, Stock Shop.
Yep. You only getting $5 back of my money.
Thank you.
You miss visiting your Golden Tee in the store, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I miss it.
Storage. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. But it'll be my first XL, and I'm really excited for that cab.
And then you have to change them all. You have to buy all XL now.
No.
That's what.
no.
That's the
Yeah,
rule.
no,
That's what I
no.
heard.
No,
I'm
we're
sorry.
not doing that.
I don't think that's the best rule.
Nope.
Listen,
I'm kind of freaking out where to put the damn thing.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure
Oh
it
yeah, I'll
out.
figure it out. I'll put it beside the bed if I need to.
hmm
He rolls over and plays.
Yeah.
hmm
Um.
Well, if you get a Legends Ultimate, you're gotta figure out where to put that.
Oh
too.
no, I'm selling a crap load of cabs once I get that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Going all multi-K now.
No, just one.
Okay. Yeah, that's all you need.
Wasn't it one coming in, one going out? That's the current rule.
That's the current rule.
One come in, one come out. All right. All right.
I would get this cab if it starts dropping. I like the design of this.
Yeah, if they drop that cab, you can reskin that to anything. You can pull off a 19K Fox all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So out of all these cabs, that's the one Jay would buy. Anybody else see one that they have to have?
I mean, I'm pissed that I missed out on Fast and Furious, but other than that Street Fighter cab, you can put a Raspberry Pi in it, turn it into anything. You wouldn't need John D's cab unless you had to have an XXL.
It'd be about the same price too.
Time Crisis is the only one that really comes to me that I wish I could grab. And of course, I sold my Pac-Man, but I have so many different ways to play Pac-Man with all the other cabs that I have, or countercades, partycades. Do I really need another Pac-Man cabinet?
No.
So
I didn't realize it had Point Blank on it.
Point Blank.
See, I got that on my retro shooter, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, retro shooters probably the direction I'm going to be going.
That
new one?
Was that part of that T2 mystery encoder mod? Wasn't Point Blank on there too?
I think he did throw that on there too.
I think it is too. I think it is on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Time Crisis as well, but I
don't know. This thing's kind of bulky though. It looks.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, James, you're right. Side load retro archer, good to go. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is this moddable? This one?
Definitely want a Time Crisis cab if I could get a decent price for it.
Okay.
Maybe put those retro shooters in it. Mod it that way.
Yeah, that's the big Kong way.
But Paul says a tiny little screen, so you're kind of trading for.
That's why you need to upgrade to the 19-inch screen from Buy Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Buy Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Buy stuff.
Buy stuff.
I'm thinking about grabbing that screen to do my iArcade.
You should
do it before the tariffs come in.
You have 30 days.
30 days.
Unblock yourself there.
Yeah, it's loosening up a little bit.
So what are we gonna do if Arcade tanks? Arcade 1-Up tanks. They're no longer here. Their products become obsolete or invalid or whatnot.
Well, I live really close to Joel, so.
No, I think what GI what not GI but what Retro Lizard said is, I think it's very true, and that is that there's others, smaller people stepping in that want to fill the voids.
No.
And I think that's first of all, I commend them for doing that. And the other thing is I think it's good for the community because they're more apt to listen to what people want. Robotron and
yes,
but
Peter, you've done it.
Yeah.
So I know. I think if it does, they do take a dump. That then
sold out.
There's others out there who will step in.
Hell, they only made like 250 of those.
I was gonna say, how did it sell out?
How they sell out?
Well, the other thing.
Good.
The other thing that they hyped about their app. Remember how their app was supposed to be the next greatest thing? Have you guys ever been on the app in the last 6 months?
No.
I forgot I had it.
I forgot I had it.
Yeah.
You forgot you had that?
I did when I registered this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of sad that we're where we are right now. So
It had potential. You could have, if you could have like at least record high scores on it or something. You could check other people. You could have done so much more.
But you
With
could have done like voice chat on it
Yeah.
with multiplayer chat.
Oh,
there
yeah.
it
Paul's
was.
right. Iconic, Unico, Basic Fun, New Wave, Blaze, lots of potential players. Yeah.
Mhm.
Somebody
Yeah.
will fill the void. And out of that group, I think Iconic's already got the step up, but
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think Iconic broke the, I guess, the rumor or the speculation that nobody else could do 3/4 scale because they had like copyrighted
Yeah.
or like patents on these designs. So, why isn't any of these other companies? I mean, Glenn's doing, he's like set on making this like full size version of it. I mean, but from what I'm hearing, nobody wants I mean, some people do, but
Yeah.
a full size cab. I mean, there's a reason why we go 3/4 scale. I mean,
Space.
if you would make a smaller one, I might be interested, but
Yeah.
I'm not. I got one big one. That's about all I need. These things are huge.
Yeah.
I kind of think. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you.
No. You go ahead. Go ahead.
I think, and he's never said this, so don't hold it to me. I think he's testing the waters with the fuller size, and then it wouldn't surprise me. He jumped from those little tiny ones to the FU units. It wouldn't surprise me if he considered doing something smaller in between.
Yeah.
I mean, he's having so much quote unquote success with it. It wouldn't surprise me if a 3/4 version kind of came out. Or he may leave it to other people like G.I. Joel, Retro Lizard, somebody else to kind of take the 3/4 from it.
Yeah.
So
I had that question asked when he had Glenn on the other night. Michael B had Glenn on, and he asked that question to Glenn, and Glenn kind of hemmed and hawed around it about.
Yeah, it just seems like you want to be committed. He doesn't seem like he's
Yeah.
interested, to be honest.
No, he's full FU on, full size, and
okay.
and
Well, there you go.
for right now he is, and I don't think he's going to
Stick
go
to
that
your
way.
guns.
Yeah.
Stick to your guns, see if it works, and then if you need to, tweak it.
Yep.
Well, I'm not saying not do it. I just think there's a lot of us that would like him to make a 3/4 scale or something along that line. I mean, was it At Games had a 3/4 scale, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of considering one of those if I ever see one of those.
Yeah. Well, and John D is right, like what Paul Mindeman's saying. It's not really a true 3/4. It's a 90%, but it's still it's still not a full size 200-pound, 300-pound machine.
Yeah, he's thinking 200 to 300 pounds, not skinned.
No, I'm talking about this is Glenn. With
no skin on it.
He's talking about John D. John D's cab is not going to be weighing 200 or 300 pounds.
Right.
So
no, I think it's gonna be weighing 90 pounds at most.
Yep.
And they don't. It was funny because Glenn said that he doesn't see them as competition, but they're.
Breaking news.
Oh man.
Glenn was
guys,
committed.
We've been talking for over an hour and a half now. I am sure. Great conversation. I think Arcade One Up like to see them survive this, but maybe the other fellow YouTubers are right. Maybe Arcade One Up is coming to its end. So,
yep.
Or they're just gonna limp along doing what they're doing.
Yeah, we'll get 10 more Pac-Mans and then they'll call it done, right?
Know if they're gonna do a Pac-Man.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, who knows? They still even have that license. Yep, we lose Todd. Todd already bugged out on us.
Oh,
He's gone.
wow.
Wow.
Hey,
Hello, I'm the leader of the show now.
you're in charge.
I'm
now.
not even signed in, so I can't do anything. So
Send all these good people on their way, Brian.
All right, guys. God bless. Thank you all so much for coming to see us on Arcades Anonymous on every Wednesday. Please join us in the Discord if you'd like as well. And guys, y'all want to say anything before we tell these people goodbye for tonight?
Yes. watch Brian's show on Thursday nights at 8:00. Retro.
No retro this retro this week.
Great.
But next week.
I tried to build you up. Good grief. All right.
All right. So next week, when Zancor Deluxe comes out for the App Games Legends 4KP, we'll be doing a show and review on that. But also do have my Battle of the Streamers pinball tournament to do later this week. I might do it Friday or I might do it Saturday. Depends on when my opponent wants to do it. We're going to try to do it simultaneously. So, So, anybody else want to shout anything out?
Oh, we got Mondays at 6 o'clock on Gamer Fridge, Open Fridge. If I'm not feeling sick, we'll do a show then.
Okay. Joel, anything?
What do you think, Stock Jock?
Robotron, $1 million.
Tell people we're Stock Jock and I are thinking about doing a show.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah?
That'd be good.
Yep. We're thinking about doing a show.
More of a workshop show.
There you go.
Kind of like Tim the Tool Man Taylor type thing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Streaming from
Guess
the
who is the smart guy on the show and who is Tim?
He looks more like Al to me.
Talk about tools and tips and things like that.
How to build a Robotron.
Yeah, we'll probably call it Grumpy Old Men.
Yep.
Either that or what?
Get off my lawn.
Game Gear Garage.
Yep.
There you
What are you
go.
talking about? Game Gear Garage.
I
Game
like
Gear
it.
Garage. Yep.
So, I don't know. We're kicking it around. We might try to do something there.
Y'all hit them up in the Discord. Give them some show ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, please do.
If you want to see it? Let us know.
Are you
Yeah, there you
gonna a daily or a weekly or what you think?
That would not be a daily. We barely
It'll be
do it monthly.
I was thinking about. I thought it was going to be hourly. I mean,
Hourly?
yeah.
Every hour.
Streaming, yeah.
Every hour on the hour.
every hour on the hour.
No, maybe
So-
maybe weekly if we can do it.
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
What day?
We're hiring the writers in now, and as soon as we get them all signed up, and then after that, we'll get a director, and
Awesome.
we have a producer already. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
There you
There
go.
you go.
I'm excited for that. Is it gonna be on your
well-
channel, Joe, or your
We probably do it here.
do it here? Okay.
On Arcades Anonymous.
Yep.
Thinking.
Okay.
hmm
Make it easy. People
Yep.
to find.
All right. I'm excited about that.
All right, guys. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Hopefully, Multicade Matt will be with us next week. And we'll see y'all on the next Arcades Anonymous. Thank y'all, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Dude.